Speciation is the process of species formation. Well, you must be wondering how speciation begins.
Speciation begins with isolation, which causes a population that used to interbreed to stop interbreeding.
One type of isolation is geographic isolation, which is the physical separation of a population. Populations can become divided when their habitat becomes divided.
Here is a population of worms. These worms are all a part of the same species.
While the worms are traveling along the sidewalk, some of the worms disperse to the street while looking for food.
Once the worms are finished crossing, a sudden stream of water comes flowing down the side of the curb, separating the group of worms.
The subpopulations have become isolated, so gene flow between the worms has been abolished.
The two environments are extremely different. The street is dark, hot, and sunny, while the sidewalk is cool and shady.
Caca! Over time, the darker worms are killed off on the sidewalk because they are easily spotted by their predators, just as the lighter worms on the street are easily seen on the darker surface.
Now the river has dried up, the worms are reunited, but when they try to reproduce, they are unable to.
Now the worms are only able to reproduce with their specific species.
This is also known as allopatric speciation. This happens when species arise as a result of geographic isolation. This is shown in the illustration.
When species reproduce, there is gene flow. But when populations are separated by a geographic barrier, they no longer experience gene flow.
This type of speciation is normally found in small groups.
In conclusion, the two separate populations are considered different species.